You're watching Business Access TV.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
You are watching Business Access TV.
Business Access TV.
Serious about business.
Serious about business.
Every year, MIND produces a cadre of distinguished trained professionals who have been equipped to effect public transformation change. Business Access TV is here for the graduation.
Our theme this year is Powering Up for Public Sector Transformation. We took our participants to the classroom, and that is where we did the powering up. And so today, you're graduating empowered to tackle personal, organizational, and public sector transformation. So as we sit here this afternoon and listen to all the speeches and advice that we will get from the podium, I want us to think about a couple things. What should our mindset be as we go out to have this public sector transformation happen? Who do we want to be? How should we be as employees of the public sector? What should we change? And what should we be able to do? Because if you're able to answer those questions this afternoon, then we're well on our way to having that public sector transformation started. So it has to start with our individuals, then to our organizations, before we can tackle public sector as a whole for the country.
It was Chuck Danes, the founder of Enlightened Journey Enterprises, who said, and I quote, "The potential of the human mind is subject to and limited only by our individual beliefs as to whether we can accomplish a thing or not." In other words, Danes was saying the power of our human minds is unlimited in its potential to create the results we desire, whatever those results might be. And so there are really no limits to what we can achieve, is what he was saying, except the limits we place on ourselves. For a certainty, this thought has underpinned the public sector training and development programs MIND and its predecessor organizations have been facilitating for now, we would say, Marilyn, some over 40 years. Yes, we have sought to ensure that our public sector professionals were not limited in their competence and confidence to deliver on the business of government. And so we have been offering a suite of programs across a range of disciplines. This you would no doubt have noted in your graduation program, because we have the extensive list there. You would have also noted from your program that these learning and development interventions are at the certificate, professional certificate, diploma, Associate of Science degree, and postgraduate diploma levels.
I want to say that it's not easy to be working and studying. So I think it's a huge sacrifice that you all have made, and I want to recognize that, and also your families. I also have another observation, which I think everybody else has, which is that the public sector is in really good hands, as I see the majority of women are graduates, But I also want a shout out to the men who are here, because you really are setting a strong example for young men coming up in Jamaica today. We know that men are underperforming. It's not just in Jamaica, by the way, it's a global phenomenon. But I think it's really important that you're also here. This afternoon, I want to use the word team, T-E-A-M, as a mnemonic for how you can leverage your personal power and make an impact towards the transformation you seek in your life as an individual, but also in your workplace and in the country you live in. So T, trust. The first power point I want to speak to is trust. As in any marriage or important relationship or friendship, trust, or any partnership, trust is a core foundation for success. Now, the second power point I want to make in team is E for evidence. Now, evidence has gone out of fashion lately. Evidence meaning facts, gone out of fashion, but evidence is really important. As change agents in the public sector, you must use data to make evidence-based decisions in your organizations. I think we're way beyond making decisions based on anecdotes or how we feel as leaders. We need to know that there is evidence to support why we're pursuing a certain policy. The next letter in team is A, and A stands for authenticity. The debate over which form of leadership works best seems settled. Most leading companies globally are focusing on developing authentic leaders within their ranks. This is the view of author and Harvard Business School, Professor Bill George. He backs up his point with the fact that executive courses at Harvard Business School in authentic leadership development, and by the way, I've done at least 2 of those, are oversubscribed and expanding every year. As the Harvard Business Review declared in January 2015, authenticity has emerged as the gold standard for leadership. Why is authenticity important? Well, George and his team of researchers argue that achieving organizational results over a sustained period of time is the ultimate mark of authentic leadership. It may be possible to drive short-term outcomes without being authentic, but authentic leadership is the only way to create long-term results, which of course is the kind of outcomes we want in the public sector for real transformation. The last power up, letter is M, and M stands for merit. Obviously, this is extremely important for a group like you with your credentials now to get ahead on merit and not on that favor or political appointment. So already, as graduates this evening, you have made significant stride in owning your power by taking the necessary step to be trained by Mind, and I really congratulate you again. You see, merit-based recruitment, that is, recruitment based on training and expertise, is one of the surefire ways to transform the public sector.
Oh, did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. You are the wind beneath my wings.
I stand here proudly to present the graduates who have successfully completed the postgraduate diploma programs, the diploma programs, the associate degree programs, the certificate programs, including those done through special partnership arrangements. Those persons who have successfully completed these programs through the Management Institute for National Development for the year 2016. And I begin with those persons who have successfully completed the postgraduate diploma general management. Nikinsha Barkley, Shine Blackwood Richards, Stephanie Buckham, Deverleen Burrell-Waller, Bobette Dawkins, Kamoya Ellis, Eugenie Millwood, Carrion Manning Burke, Janetta Phillips, Grace Samuels, Patricia Stewart Taylor, Raymond Winter, Keisha Sharp Waller. The next group, the postgraduate diploma, Human Resource Management, and this very, very special postgraduate group sent one representative, Glenisha Tomlinson. And I invite Shauna Bayliss, Heather Cunningham, Oliver Ellis, Denise Moore, Angeli Morgan, Tamika Williams Gregory. For the Associate Degree Human Resource Management, Constance Bartley Vaughan. Andre Bennett. Sophronia Campbell. Marisha Dockery. Kimoya Green. Pauline Leng. Andrea Park. Jacqueline Wellington Johnson. Charmaine White. Shalia Wilkes and Janet Ray. At this time, I invite those persons who have completed our administrative management program, led by Maureen Allen, to come forward. Wendy Gooden. Shanda Gooden. Shawnagay Graham. Kishan Hepburn. Nicola Lee Tavares. Judith McCauley. Jennifer McCoy Kennedy. Judith Plummer-Reed. Cherise Power. Ruth Robotham Foster. Robian Salmon. Sushana Gay Shepherd. Melicia Thompson. Sophia Wint. And Karine Young. I now invite Berome Edwards, and Berome will be helping us to present those awards for government accounting. Chad Campbell. Yannick Crawford. Karen Daly. Taisha Dixon. Antoinette Salmon. Antoinette Spencer. Amai. Stuart Green. Gilbert Thomas. Chevrado Watson. Thank you, Baroom. I now invite Naomi to join us. Naomi Jackson Forrester, one of our resident faculty members, and one of the owners of the Supplies Management Program. I told you. So Everald Adlam, please come right along. Ricardo Bailey, Rodney Forbes, Selvin Gordon, Swain Graham, Randolph Grant, Stephen Harty. Is that a plan? Yeah. Michael Lawson. Michael Lee. Garnet Perkins. Naomi Richards Fisher. Rose Anna Smith. Anne-Marie Stennett. Troy Williams. And you may notice that this is one of the programs where we have far more men than women. Now I'm going to invite the graduates from the Professional Certificate in Industrial Relations to receive their certificate. Lorna Brown. Raymond Dunn. Juliet Edwards Benson. Tamika Estick. Ralwin Lincoln. Christopher Scott. And our rear guard for this afternoon, Vaughn Wilson. For the associate degree, accounting, Denise Moore. Associate degree, human resource management, Shalia Wilkes. And for the diploma in government accounting, Keisha Dixon. Thank you, Dr. Brown. Special awards for the top graduates, the Diploma Administrative Management, Kishon Hepburn. And for the Diploma Supplies Management, Swain Graham. Keisha Sharp Waller is our valedictorian, and she has earned that spot because of her performance during the period of her engagement in the program that she studied here at Mind, as well as her general demeanor and attitude that she has displayed. She's a graduate of the Postgraduate Diploma General Management.
You're watching the Mind Institute graduation. Stay tuned.
Jamaican-born financial guru Dr. Garth Vickers, in his book, The Wealthy Mind, said, "The mind's main function is to dream. No man once alive should ever stop dreaming." We all entered Mind with dreams, big dreams. For some, that dream was to land a promotion. Some were already in that desired office but needed to matriculate. Some just wanted to learn to be effective in what they did. Some were made to come here by their sponsoring organization. And yet, there were some who just wanted to earn 2 more increments on their salary. Our dreams may have been different, but we all had dreams. And we started here at Mind with that dream in mind. We all worked tirelessly so that we would be here today, to be called distinguished, to be dressed in fancy robes, and to receive our diplomas or certificates. Well, congratulations, class of 2016. We earned it. I am not sure about you, but I am glad that I don't have to be stuck in traffic every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday for classes. Not to mention, on a Tuesday, a Thursday, and a Sunday for study groups or group work. We need to celebrate because we deserve it. If I were to roll the microphone and ask you what were your most significant memories, I know that we would share diverse perspectives. For some, it would be Babette's cakes, or the culinary exchanges at lunchtime. For some, it would be Patricia's miniskirts. Or what about our hot political debates? Those were good. Or it could have been that confusing piece of coursework with the misaligned rubric. Or it could very well be Steve Smikle's story time. Or what about Dr. Terry Thomas's fashion statement? Or Mrs. Forrester's purse? Though our responses would differ, collectively we have learned to think beyond the surface. We have learned to negotiate for the greater good, to develop, to strengthen our ethical standards, to lead and to manage change in the 21st century. Our time here has powered us up for service of excellence. We have been equipped for public sector transformation.
We're talking with Keisha Waller. She gave a very charming, very endearing, very inspiring speech to her fellow colleagues tonight. Just tell us, what is the message that you were trying to portray to your colleagues, and what do you hope for them for the future, and yourself?
Thank you. I believe that my colleagues are very powerful, and it is the diversity among the groups that make them so powerful. We all have individual and collective strengths and limitations, but working with them over this 1 year period has helped me realize how much a team can accomplish. As people, we can do marvelous things, but as a team, we can do really great things. And so I just wanted to remind them, as they went out into their different ministries, fields, or organizations, to remember the power of collegiality and, of course, research in making decisions, because we can just do anything we want to do.
Anne-Marie Smith is Director of Public Service Capability Development here at the Mind Institute, and she is responsible for conceptualizing the programs from ideas to actually executing them with the students. So just take us through that process.
So you would be aware that Mind's role is to ensure that government of Jamaica, and the public sector in particular, has the human resource capabilities through training and development to do what is required to deliver the kind of citizen service that we promise the people of Jamaica. And so what we do is that we, at Mind, we plug into what it is that is happening in the sector. What new skills are required, what new priorities government is coming out with. What is it exactly that is required to ensure that the public sector can do, members of the sector can do their jobs? And being plugged into the sector in that way allows us to be a little bit ahead of what is coming. And so we can begin to design and develop products and services, and we do that by having our conversations with the relevant stakeholders in the sector. We also have to have our eyes on what are the new policy documents that are coming out of government. But very importantly as well, we have to be very aware of what's happening elsewhere in the world.
Tell us what the collaboration is all about.
Well, we assist our partner with Mind to deliver a professional certificate in industrial relations, born out of what we see as a weakness in industrial relations in the public sector and the need to strengthen that. We created a course that will allow HR practitioners in the public sector and those who are interested in industrial relations to be certified in that area. It's a part of the continuation of the work of the JCCA in that we were the organization that negotiated for and created a training institute that eventually became Mind. So it is for us a continuation of the evolution and growth of an organization that we helped to create.
Another set of graduates who have been powered up to raise the bar in public sector transformation. This is Cora Jane for Business Access TV, serious about business.